Ace has something he wants to talk about.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that we should probably talk a little bit about how long should a man pay for everything in a relationship, right? To give this a little bit of meat. You start out dating a young lady, and initially you're paying for everything, movies, dinner, plays, travel maybe. But how long should that continue in the relationship before there's a little
Hmm.
participation?
Now, let me ask you this. What would you expect a woman to pay for right out the gate? Or the first thing that she probably offers to pay for? Would it be a dinner? Would it be a movie? Would it be putting some gas in your car? What?
Say pick up the tip.
Hmm.
Pick up the tip to a dinner.
Yeah.
Maybe after 6 months, let's say. I think that's a reasonable time, right?
Mhm.
Pick up the tip. That's how you should really start that off. And I think segueing into your date paying for something is if they ask you out, right?
Yeah.
If they ask you out, I think it's appropriate after 6 months for them to participate because they've asked you out.
But do you
So
say
I think
something?
if it doesn't happen, do you
If it does
say
not
something?
happen and they don't offer to pay and they ask you out, do you say something?
I think
Yeah, typically not, but I don't know. That's what we're talking about.
Mhm.
well, my
Yeah.
last bout of dating before Suma, I would pay for the first date. And if there's gonna be more,
Mhm.
there needs to be some offer of, like you said, offer to pay the tip, offer to do something. And I will say something. So that's the other thing too. I'm not when I was young, I may have not have said much, but as I got older, I'm like, hey, I'm not paying for everything. Then they got a decision to make after that.
So how far in do you mention that or bring that up?
Third date.
Third date?
He's behind me. I'm at half a year.
Way behind you. I ain't paying for everything for a half a year. You got to
I don't even know. I don't even know if
offer.
I bring it up. I'll pull out my wallet real slow, and then I'll do like this.
Mm.
And then later on, you're like,
there you go.
Hey, Tim, Derek, can you loan me some money? Because I just paid for stuff for a year.
Yeah.
So how far are you pulling your wallet from your sock? I mean, like real slow? Is that like 10, 15
it's like time
seconds?
stops or stands still.
Nah, man, screw that, man. I'm not paying for stuff all year long.
Yeah, I've been lucky. I haven't really had those types of experiences because I guess the women that I've dated have had, I guess, I'm not going to say, I can't say a good upbringing, but I just think that their experiences maybe in their past have led them to really understand that it's important to treat your man sometimes, every now and then. Just treat him.
And that's a good,
I
good
think
thing to
that
say.
everybody expects that.
Yeah.
Because I don't think a lot of people feel that way. Society has made us place women on these pedestals, like they can't be touched. You got to treat them like they're this, and they could be trash. So I look at it like this: when I was dating, this is who I am. You take it or leave it. That's it.
Well,
I don't care.
Are we suggesting here because paying for hair and nails and and eyebrows and eyelashes?
I mean, do they not have a job?
Yeah, well, it's quite possible.
Are they raising 4
some
kids?
Have, some have not.
Hey, if they got a job and they're not raising like first, if they're raising a bunch of kids, they're already not. The date's already never going to be a second one. If they got a job, then they're going to have to offer some money at some point. I'm not paying for all these things because that's a bad habit to give. That's a bad precedent to set.
So of course, I don't know. I have mixed feelings on that sort of thing. It is individual circumstances and situations, I feel. So I don't have a wholesale, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm not going to do. I think the situation dictates how you answer that question.
Yeah.
So I think that's where I am. But it's always good to feel like, hey, somebody appreciates you or whatever, and they just got that love for you. At the end of the day, I think that's really what it amounts to, in my mind. So I think there is a certain point where there should be some participation. At the end of the day, I mean, we know that T, I want to pattern myself. He gets flowers and all sorts of stuff.
Oh, that's right. I forgot
Yeah,
about it.
flowers and food and
I think it's just
watches.
they show appreciation.
Yeah,
They show appreciation.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing.
And that is the thing. But
And-
also,
Yeah.
you can't wait 6 months. You can't, in my opinion, don't start paying for a bunch of stuff because they expect that. If and what are they paying for you? They want to say equality, then let's be equal. Don't try to play both sides of that coin. I don't feel like that's fair to me. So we talk about it in the beginning. How do you feel about these things? You get to weed out the trash in the beginning, unless you're in it for one thing, then you play that game. But if you didn't get that one thing after 6 months, then that game is broken. Actually, it shouldn't take 6 months.
That's a very long time.
About a month.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a very long time to hold their hand.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why I said I think I've been lucky because I've dated some really generous women who have really
Oh
been
wow.
And I don't think I've really dated anyone that was just downright selfish or all about themselves or just completely stuck up. But I mean, I've been around people like that, and I've been around friends that have had significant others like that. But
I've been there.
Yeah.
Well,
But that's why, and I think that's the reason why I don't mind paying, when I go out, because I know that if I was on hard times or I was going through something or even in a bad mood, they would pull out their wallet and say, hey, I got you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And that's a good feeling, man. It shows that they value you in some form or fashion.
That's if you have that. I mean, there's, like you said, you've been fortunate, but if you have to really think about how many, because if they were that good, you'd still be with them too. So that's just a little side note.
No, I think some of that's just growing pains. Sometimes you're not ready. I mean, there's some good women out there.
So T, are you not with these generous individuals? I mean, Derek, DJ seemed to say that, what happened to these generous people? Oh, okay, I got you. Okay.
No, I got onto a good one. She's such a sweetheart, man. I got lucky, so that's why we had many dates after that. But the other ones, we didn't really make it too far. I actually went on a date with this one chick. She said she was clatchet.
What the hell?
No. What's she? Classy and ratchet. Like that really works together.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't work together. I don't care what anybody says. Someone be like, you can't. No, you really cannot be. Because as we had more discussions, like we went on one day, we had some talks, and she was talking about how she got in a fight with her husband's girlfriend because they were separated. And I was like, where's the classy in that? You should be over 40 fighting people. Why are you fighting people and stuff? There's nothing classy about it. That's just ratchet.
Is that a pet peeve of yours, DJ?
A pet peeve of mine with a ratchet person?
Well, no. What I'm saying is some people you just expect certain things from. Others, you don't have any expectations. For instance, this one that you said was, what is it, Ratchet?
Clatchet.
Yeah,
Clatchet. You didn't have any expectations out of her.
Oh, you mean like Future?
Yeah, a Future at all.
Oh, no, I didn't know what to expect. That was the whole,
okay.
That's when, you're dating, you're trying to figure out where you're going to be, where it's going to go.
But there are triggers. Yeah.
I mean, I pay attention to people, man. I'd seen, when I was dating, you'd be surprised. And because I guess like my personality is very unique. First, I'm very forward. Second, I don't really care. So they kind of get that from me. Like I'm not I'm not kissing up to them because that's not what I do. I don't care. So they kind of like that. And you'd be surprised how many were trying to give me buns within a week. And I wasn't ready. I literally was not ready. I was like, it's too soon because, I'm trying to be humble here. I know what I would do to them. And then the whole situation changes to like that instead of building a relationship. So,
well, I think you have to get an S in that word. I've been sitting here trying to reconcile the word, but in order for it to work, it has to have class in it, at least one S.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have an S in it, so it doesn't work.
It's just classy. It's just ratchet trying to be classy.
Yeah, it doesn't. That doesn't work for me.
Yeah, so
Wow.
it's just like,
Okay.
nah, man, I can't pay for everything. I don't look at it as I will pay for everything. I think it needs to be an understanding. I've dated a couple of women. One woman had a child, and and we talked about what we do. And then I found out, I make a lot more money. That's different. Yeah, I may pay more the majority of the time because I make more, and that's fine. But
yeah,
I'm not paying. One thing I'm not doing, like if we going out, I may foot the bill for most of the stuff. But one thing I'm not doing, I'm not paying for hair and nails. That's your job. That you were doing that before me. You continue to do that.
No hair, nails, shoes, clothing.
No. Maybe
well, for a birthday, I mean a treat.
Yeah. And that's if it goes further. Like when Suma and I were dating early on, we went to the store. I needed some shoes, but I felt weird just buying me some shoes. So bought her some shoes too. We were together. She wasn't the person she never gave the vibe that she demands stuff from me, that I need to pay for this and I need to pay for that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It was more
the right place at the right time.
Yeah, right place, right time. A little quiet, very, like, man, I gotta take care of her. She knew how to play it just right.
Yeah. Typically that's a little bit of a problem, so since you're not paying for hair and nails, I would imagine that insurance, cell phone, and mortgage or rent is out of the question. Is that right? Because there are some requirements out here today that one would pay for mortgage, rent, cell phones, car insurance, car payments.
My ex wanted me to pay all the bills. And you know her reasoning was? Because she had bills.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, no.
I didn't tell you to get your kids braces. I didn't tell you to get everybody in the house some braces.
You want to make sure their teeth can just hang out their lips. That's no problem.
You need to pay the mortgage. You need to pay the electricity. You need to pay what?
What's more important? Me, your kids' braces.
I wouldn't mind, but it was just the attitude and expectations. It was kind of like, and then they had the nerve to say one time, I said, hey, since I'm paying the mortgage, do I get a cut of the tax refund? Then she said, did you get that when you was renting that house? Oh. So, but I need to pay everything. Yeah, right. No. And that actually, from that point on, when I started dating, that affected how I dated. But it helped me weed out who was going to actually be there,
This is a really controversial topic. So I would imagine that there are going to be some disagreements here, from a number of people.
Yeah,
definitely.
At the end of the day.
This may be something that we can revisit and maybe bring in some guests to talk about that.
Yeah, I think so.
That'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I do have a few in mind, at least one that I would, recommend, that we bring in for this discussion. So maybe we'll have part two.
Part two?
Part two.
Interesting. All right. Well, we're running a little tight on time here. One of the things we want you guys to do is make sure that you subscribe to Guys That Talk About Nothing. We're here all the time. We're off to DJ. DJ, you got a little something you want to talk about.
So this is a pet peeve of mine now. Automatic flush toilets. Now you guys, I know you guys are like, what am I talking about? I'll tell you. You ever walk into a bathroom, you about to blast the toilet, you put your sheet down, right? The little sheet, the protection, and it has a little piece that goes in the toilet.
Yep.
And then if you don't get your butt down just right at within those few seconds of when your butt shadow darkens the center, you don't get down just in time, it's gonna flush and suck that paper down.
You know what, man? Look, I'm right. I'm with you on that one. That has happened to me, man. Actually, wait. So some people go into the toilet stall, and they'll wrap the toilet with the screener or whatever you want to call it.
That's right.
And that's when they'll go and turn around and pull their pants down.
Yeah.
If you don't pull your pants down fast enough, that thing is gone, man.
Right into the toilet.
You gotta start all over.
No choice but to and I'm a double sheeter, I will poke out the lining of 2 sheets, set it down, then you got to be like the Flash. You got to and grab that paper as the toilet's flushing to hold it there,
Well, you know what I've learned?
That's right.
You have to stand on the side of the toilet now because the sensor doesn't pick you up.
Oh.
You stand in front of the toilet.
That's a pro move, huh?
Yeah, hey man, I learned.
But then how do you you're gonna have to creep around to the front. Are you sitting from the side?
Those pants gotta come down real fast, and you gotta slide on there real quick. You gotta scoop.
Woo.
Or you can do the pre-drop. The belt buckles on loose. The pants are coming down over the cakes.
Maybe you got cakes.
Over the cheeks. The pants over the cheeks.
I've really I've not had this level of a problem. My only problem with automatic flushing toilets is that when I'm sitting there, they want to flush, and when they do, you get this cold mist on your backside.
That's refreshing.
I don't like that. It just goes. You feel it. You're like, oh, and then of course you have to. You got
to do extra wiping on that.
Yes.
Get the cheeks and everything. You're like,
that's my biggest problem.
It's a problem.
Flush while you're wiping.
You do have to do the courtesy flush,
as well as the ones that don't flush. There are ones that don't flush, and then you have to, push the button and all that. I don't know.
Well, I'm fortunate. My job I work at now, they don't have the automatic flush. They got the old school, man, and also have a technique, man. If I go in like around 10 a.m., nobody's been in there because the seat's still up. You don't have to put the paper down, man. You can sit on nice, comfortable, cold seat, flush at your leisure. Bam, easy as pie, man.
Hey, have you ever had anyone, when you're rushing to get everything set up, you finally get down on the seat and somebody runs in and you forget to lock your door and they push your door open while you're in the stall?
Happened once. You're like leaning up, trying to hold your paper down.
Or you're like,
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, one time I had a battle one time. I was in there tearing that toilet up, man. I'm just like, Mr. Grumples was like, dude, we got to get this done. I'm blasting. Some dude came in. He was not impressed because when he sat down, I had to get out of there. I don't know what he released in that toilet, man.
Dude, why do people pick the very next stall?
When there was no choice. It was 2 stalls, man. He came in and he dropped some new evil into the world, and I had to get out of there, man. It was devastating. I was like, oh my God. I gotta get out, man. This guy's blowing me away. Gotta get out. That was just terrible, man, And of course, you gotta hurry up, get out of there, try not to, it was
No. What about when you do light it up? Nobody's in there. You come out the stall and somebody comes in the bathroom. And you won't look them in the eye.
you can see the look on their face and they're so confused about what just happened in there, man. You just have to say,
wash your hands.
Wash your hands. And they walk in like,
No. I've seen him come
enter at your own
in.
risk.
I've seen him come in, look at you, take a whiff, and turn around and go back out.
I see some people try to play it off, but they look around confused, like, did this man kill someone in here a week ago? You know, and they just kind of play it off, man.
Yeah.
I will come in the bathroom, and if somebody's in there, I will pretend that I only have to wash my hands and I'm out. I'll turn the water on and I'm gone.
I got
I'll
no
go
shame.
to another
man.
floor, man.
I got no shame. I figure it's a challenge. Who's gonna win? Yeah, man. It's
No, I think we got
a
there.
good wrap up on there. So, but
Oh,
yeah, man.
Yeah. That did happen to me once in a co-ed bathroom, though.
Ooh.
You know, where
That's
someone
even worse.
walked into my stall. It was a female. You know. Yeah.
Can't do that.
Dude, you know it's worse. So I'm in basic training, man, and my girl sends me these naked pictures and notes about stuff. So it was time to release the demon, man. Oh my goodness, man. And so for some reason it's like people had a spider sense. What you doing in there, Johnson?
What you're doing in there, Johnson?
Yeah. Johnson, what are you doing, Mr.
Johnson? What are you doing,
Johnson and Johnson?
Oh man.
Boy,
Funny.
man.
Yeah, so I guess we're gonna have to wrap up here, guys. Once again, please subscribe to the show. You guys will enjoy us. We talk about nothing all the time.
Yeah.
For you guys got any last words?
Yeah, just cup that bell and squeeze it, you know, and so you can get a reminder. Just lift the bell up right above.
Thanks for watching.
Take care.
We'll see you guys next.